You're watching Pulse for the 26th of May, and right now it's time for some StarCraft news. In this week's episode, we take a look at everything that's currently going on in the GSL, what happened at this past week's MLG Spring Arena 2, the fact that we'll be seeing Flash, Jaedong, Stork, Bisu, and other big-name Korean StarCraft pros at the Spring Championship, this weekend's Red Bull Battlegrounds, all the extras linked to all of those, and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, GSL news. So the 2012 GSL Season 2 Code S finals were played last week and, well, they were as exciting as expected. The two players in the finals were Squirtle and MVP, and after MVP managed to go 3-0 up in this best of 5 series, there was a flash of brilliance and a glimmer of hope for Squirtle. He took the next 3 games in quick succession, making things all the more tense and even in the series up. The final game, however, the one that meant everything, went to IM's MVP. Yes, that means that MVP now has 4 GSL titles, the most of any player out there, right now at least. Super impressive stuff. If you didn't catch the games live, you can see a couple of recap posts below, and even a video series covering the games between those two crazy players. Once again, big grats to MVP for taking it. Now let's see what's happening in the up and down matches. All the results from all the groups can be seen on your screens right now. The 2012 GSL Season 3 Code S and A have obviously not yet begun, but they are right around the corner, with the first Code S matches starting on the 11th of June and the first Code A matches on the 26th. I am personally quite glad to see both Nesty and MC doing well. You can see the full groups for yourselves below, or see the results of the past season's Code A and S2. In our ever interesting, yet this time pretty short GSL extras, we have mention of Team EG joining up with Slayers to compete in the next GSTL. It seems like they do have quite a team set up, and players from EG mentioned are Huck, Thorzane, Puma and JYP. From Slayers, MMA, Ryung and Puzzle. This will be the first time the Evil Geniuses team has competed in the GSTL, although, as a lot of you probably know, Slayers have won it twice. Definitely going to be a lot of fun to watch. Read the full press release below. Next up, time for a quick MLG Spring Arena 2 recap. The winner of this latest MLG Arena event was none other than Empire's Violet. In the finals, he managed to overpower TSL's Symbol. Violet actually lost the first game in the series though, before stepping it up and taking the rest of the series with a score of 3-1. I have to say that I personally really like seeing Violet win. He's got a great playstyle and he is super fun to watch. With his first place, Violet secured $10,000. Symbol will head home with a pretty neat $6,000 for his second place. See photos, day-by-day coverage, and read more below. In the last of the MLG news, Major League Gaming, in cooperation with Blizzard Entertainment, IEG, and Kespa, is excited to announce the 8 Kespa players who will be attending the MLG Spring Championship in Anaheim from June the 8th till the 10th. And while there, they will be participating in their first ever StarCraft II Wings of Liberty tournament in the United States. Yes, I just said that. And the players? Soulkey, Calm, Stork, Flash, Lita, Bisu, Fantasy, and Jaedong. That's quite a lineup, and I absolutely can't wait to see these guys play. And play live. Suddenly June the 8th feels like forever away. Read more about all of this below, and be sure to let me know who you're most excited to see play. There's also something happening this very weekend for those who want some StarCraft II related action to keep them busy. Red Bull and Day 9 TV are bringing together 16 of the best StarCraft II players in the world for the first Red Bull Battlegrounds tournament. A prize pool of $41,000 is up for grabs, with $15,000 going to the first place winner from amongst players such as Stefano, Bomber, Huck, MC, Violet, Sheth, and many others. The event started on the 25th and carries on all the way through till Sunday the 27th. You can find a link to the full event details, the live streams, and much more below, or just head on over to redbullusa.com or day9.tv for everything you'd need. With that done though, let's move on to the tournament and event smalls. First up, over at the official site, a bunch of StarCraft II World Championship Series updates. Read about the NASL Week 7. TSL 4 qualifier and map information has been released. Read about the SPL Opening Day, the EWM Season 2 Finals, IPL 5's various qualifiers, and lastly the Home Story Cup 5. It's coming in July, and you can read more about its qualifiers below too. In the community news, first up, you can check out a new wallpaper over at the official site. Team TSL has formed a partnership with Millennium. OGS has officially disbanded, Root Gaming has reformed, and then Vibe and Rotterdam have both joined up with Root Gaming. Team Empire has picked up Vines, and then there are a couple of interesting interviews. One with Nightend, Stork, and Thorzane. Smix has yet another StarCraft II parody up, this one titled GG Maybe. Blake has another original song up titled Retreat. Check out the official Real Talk thread of realness. This is a thread dedicated to JP's new show titled Real Talk, if you didn't know. And lastly, have a look at a photo set of a Kerrigan statue outside the Blizzard offices in France. Super cool, but sadly that's all I have for you in the news this week. Remember to check the description below this video for everything that I spoke about. Check back here soon for more, like the video and do all that other good stuff, and most importantly, happy StarCrafting.